Hey, what's up? It's Phoenix and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I encourage you to hit that like button, to subscribe for more quality content, and to share with your friends. I also encourage you to check out my books. I'll put the link in the description. And I encourage you to check out the playlist tab for more videos. I'm very excited because today I'm going to read a poem from my book Torque, and the poem is called Twist. I wanted to give a little bit of a summary of what I had in mind with reading this poem, and that is that my book Torque was inspired heavily by my slam poetry days in college, and my great friend Nick inspired this poem, Twist, this poem that I'm going to read, and he inspired it in a positive way. And I remember wanting to do better and to write better poetry, and I remember reading this poem as a slam poet, and I remember reading it in college, and I wrote it specifically with the idea of improving my poetry, of connecting with my audience, and finding ways in which to connect with them in a deeper way. Unfortunately, Nick is no longer with us. He passed away, and I'm very sad about that, as you can imagine, and I find it to be tragic, but I'm going to read this poem in his honor and with the memory in mind of when I wrote this poem and when I shared this poem for the first time. So yeah, without further ado, here's my poem. It is called Twist. Let's dive right in. The pain, the staining pangs. The gang rape is like a fretful word twisting or sound stinging, like a frayed string defective music wire on a broken guitar. The soundboard's all screwed up and upshot like an eardrum shot to hell. They say it just takes some time, getting used to sometimes, you know, the grime and corruption and crime prevention. You should lose your soul someday. You might like it, it might bite, or it'll just stare at you for hours. Another rejection, where do you go now when you don't know the right answer? A stint in the brain and spent intelligence, a heartbeat, cheat the plain dumb stunt so it backfires and lashes back at the backlash. Fuck language. It sucks. All of it defunct, ruckus and mucus, meaningless and worthless anyway. The avant-garde, the improper, the casual, the proper, all of them propped up against uselessness, just form. No, really, it all leads to nowhere. Twist the screw in you, screw you up and over the top, and then a word splice slicing up the venom in your tongue. There can't be an answer when your heart is an open faucet. Go ahead and pause it that you've got nothing to say, like a rant on society, the runt of the litter. Bitter, like the garbage spewing out of your mouth. Isn't that what slam poetry is, or not? Either way it leaks, either way it stinks. It's empty, and where is the passion, the direction? It's all about apathy, maybe a little convention. Con that mention, scrap it all, garbage. There is no direction, only the note passing, nose picking, snot sticking. A dystopian take on an already dystopic world. The utopia can't exist, not with fragile words. It's all empty. Speech really is meaningless, even when it flaunts its flow, twists in you here, like that screwed up ear. Turn the page, lift up the dead print crossed out in red, then you realize you're X'd out, that it just isn't, it isn't. And then the awkward silence. Twist the words, goddammit, contort them for all they are worth to get the meaning out. But it's all stupid in the self-righteous end, all silence, a failure of the fuck language. No one cares, it's only a snipped heartstring, started to stop it. Fuck story, fuck our story. There is no direction, language no longer an insurrection. I may as well forfeit my tongue resurrection and kill off my written words now, while they still have a plot twist. Again, that was from my poetry book Torque, and I hope that you'll check that book out on my author page, and I really appreciate you stopping by. I encourage you to check out the other videos on my channel, and as I said, I was very excited to read this poem today in honor of my friend Nick, and I will be thinking of him, and his influence has not been forgotten. I'm Phoenix, and thank you for watching. There will be much more content to come. In the meantime, I will see you next time.